And a 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, you're watching Meryl Mania Guitar. I'm Meryl Hamilton, and today you're going to be learning the epic Sweet Child O' Mine by Guns N' Roses. So get ready, and let's do it! So something important to know before we get started is that this song is in E-flat tuning, not standard tuning. So if you wanted to play along to the actual song, it would sound out of tune unless you're in the same tuning as them. And if you're not sure how to do that tuning, then just check out the link in the description below where I've made a lesson on how to do E-flat tuning. But for today, I'm just in standard tuning just because I presume you probably are, and then this way there's less confusion and we'll sound the same as each other. Also for this intro, I would select your neck pickup on your guitar because this will give it a more warm and tidier sound. Right, so let's get straight stuck in now. The first thing we need to do is go to fret 12 on the D string, which is blue. For now, I will play everything with just one finger so you can clearly see where we're going. And then I'll talk about which fingers to use later. Okay, so let's pluck fret 12. Then fret 15 on the green B string, 14 on the orange G string, 12 on the same string, then 15 on the purple E string, 14 on the orange G string, 14 on the purple E string, back to 14 again on the orange G string. And that plays twice. I'll just play it again. So 12, 15, 14, 12, 15, 14, 14, 14. Now the next refrain is the same except for the first note. So instead of starting on 12 on the D string, we will now begin on 14 on the D string. But everything after that's the same, so I'll just go through that. So 14 on the blue D string, here we go. 15 on the green B string. 14 on the orange G string. 12 on the same one. 15 on the purple E string, 14 on the orange G string, 14 on the purple E string, and back to 14 on the orange G string. And again, this refrain also plays twice. I'll just do that again. 14, 15, 14, 12, 15, 14, 14, 14. Okay, now for the third bit. Don't really know what to call it. Now, this is also exactly the same, except for the first note, which will now begin on fret 12 on the orange G string. And everything after that's the same. So here I go. 12 on the orange G string. 15 on the green B string, 14 on the orange G string, 12 on the same string, 15 on the purple E string, 14 on the orange G string, 14 on the purple E string, back to 14 on the orange G string. And again, this plays 2 times, so I'll just do that again. So 12 on the orange G string, 15, 14, 12, 15, 14, 14, 14. And then the last round is exactly the same as the beginning. Exactly the same. So it's going to start on fret 12 on the blue D string, just like you learnt at the start. So I'll go through this again. So here we go. 15 on the green B string. 14 on orange G string. 12 on the same string. 15 on the purple E string. 14 on the orange G string. 14 on the purple E string. And back to 14 on the orange G string. And again, this repeats twice. I'll do this one more time. 12, 15, 14, 12, 15, 14, 14, 14. So now I'll just play all of that so far, but a little faster with more fingers. Now, like the beginning. Basically, everything you just heard repeats over and over and over until you get to the last bit just before the verse begins. And I'll teach that in just a moment. But first of all, I just want to mention which fingers are best to use where. So the rule is the finger per fret method. That's what we're going to use. And that's what we should really try to always stick with. And what this means is we have 4 fingers. If we're using 4 frets, let's allocate a finger, like assign a finger to each of these frets. So for fret 12 every time, my first finger will be allocated to using the fret 12s. For fret 13, which we actually don't use in this song, but if we were, it would be the second finger. So we don't actually need the second finger. For fret 14, which we do use, we would allocate our third finger each time. And for fret 15, it would be our baby finger. So a finger is allocated for each fret space. Now, the only time I sort of do a little cheat here is on the last couple of notes, really. So I'll just play it slow and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm allocating a finger. Now here, when we go to 14 on the purple E string, instead of moving this finger down and back up, I just slot the little finger underneath. That's the only time I do a little cheat, I suppose. Or you could bar this. That's not cheating. You could do that, but I prefer this. Instead of. Either way's fine, it's just that's how I find it easiest for me, and I guess it's a habit thing. Now let's learn just the last part of the intro, and it's very similar, and we're still going to keep our fingers allocated in those spaces, but for now, of course, whilst teaching, I'll just play this with just my first finger so you can clearly see what's going on. I don't want all my other fingers to get in the way. So first up, we go to fret 12 on the purple E string, 14 on the orange G string, 15 on the green B string, back to 14 on the orange G string, 12 on the purple E string, 14 on the orange G string, 14 on the purple E string, back to 14 on the orange G string, 15 on the purple E string, 14 on the orange G string, 14 on the purple E string, 14 on the orange G string, 12 on the purple E string, 14 on the orange G string, and then 15 on the green B string. which is a D note, by the way. Now, slightly quicker with added fingers. 12, 14, 15, 14, 12, 14, 14, 14, 15, 14, 14, 14, 12, 14, 15. Again, one finger though. So there we have it. That's all the parts of the intro, at least. So have fun with that. I think the intro or the whole song is written in the E natural minor scale. So if you want to noodle around with that, if you know it, then that's quite a nice one. But remember, you need to be in E flat tuning if you're playing with the song. For today, I'm not in E flat tuning for this lesson because I presumed you wouldn't be yourself. Also, the chords that run in the background of all of this are D for 2 bars, C for 2 bars, G for 2 bars, and then D again for 2 bars. Over and over and over. So, thank you for watching, everyone. I hope that's helped you to learn the intro to Sweet Child of Mine. So, have fun with that. Remember, keep out of trouble, eat your vitamins, it'll put some hairs on your chest. Practice makes progress, and I'll see you cats on the flippity flop.